All right. Hello, hello, everybody. Coming in from the last session, which was absolutely amazing. I loved learning from the full script experts, and Avita, you did an incredible job moderating. Um, as we have people roll in here, I'll just go ahead and get us introduced for our next session. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're ready for this next one because it is a big one. Holistic Practice Foundations, Structuring, Pricing, and Positioning Your Services for Clinical and Business Success. So let's be real. Being great at what you do is only part of the equation. And without the right structure, pricing, and positioning, running a sustainable practice can feel like an uphill battle. But that's exactly what we're here to change. And to help us do that, we have Rachel Feldman with us today. Rachel, would you like to join us on stage? She is the creator of Done For You programs and has helped countless health practitioners turn their expertise into business that actually works, not just for their clients, but for themselves too. So if you're a health coach, nutritionist, or clinician, and you're looking for practical strategies to attract the right clients, deliver real results, and build something sustainable, this session is for you. Here's what you'll walk away with today: a smarter way to structure your services and packages so that working with you is an easy yes, pricing strategies that reflect your value and support both client success and business growth, and positioning techniques to help you stand out in a crowded space and attract clients who need exactly what you offer. So, lots to cover. Let's get right into it. Rachel, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Bear with me as I pull up my screen, guys.
Of course.
All right, let's just get this from the start. So here we are. We know what we're talking about today, what you can expect, how to niche down so you create your offers to sell, how to structure, price, and position your health coaching services, because we know that social media is a busy place these days. How do you actually stand out in 2025? So this is who I am. I'm a business coach. As Emma mentioned, I'm the creator of the Done For You programs for health and wellness professionals. I'm a certified health and nutrition coach, detox specialist, wellness advocate, Reiki level 1 and 2, and I'm a mama to 2. This is how I started, guys, and the mistakes I made. I know that many of you are not making it. You're here listening to the most amazing platform that I talk about all the time, which is Practice Better, and they arm me with so many resources. I made $13K in year 1. I scaled to 6 figures in 3 years, adding in sub niches, upsells, downsells, and do-it-yourself programs. Don't worry, I wasn't all over the place. I was real succinct in my action plan. In the beginning, I had no free offer. In these days, we have to have a free offer. That's what we're going to talk about today. I had no indoctrination email series. You'll see when you sign up for a freebie, you usually get follow-up email series. So it's very important. We're in a trust recession these days. People are feeling like they need to really get to know you to buy from you. I had no funnel. So we're going to talk about what that means today. I know in your pricing manual that you get from Practice Better, they talk about funnels a lot. So it's not any information new to you. And I had no designer website. I had a website that I got from my school. So niche to sell. Choose your niche. I think it's very important to niche down these days. Think about who you want to serve, what problem they have. Choose your sub niche. This allows you to get really clear with who you're going to be talking to, how you're going to be talking to them, and also with your content pillars, how you're showing up on social media in the different areas that you're talking about so you don't confuse your client. Choose the problem you want to solve. Choose your signature program, your method, how you're helping people. Choose your freebie, your list builder. Choose a workshop, paid or free, because I think video marketing is where it's at. People need to see you and get to know you, build your business. These are just some of our main niches that we deal with. Be specific, wake up problem. A lot of people I see they choose a niche, they choose another one. I want you to choose your niche, stay with it. You can always have your sub niche, like it could be that you want to work with hormones, but your sub niche is gut because you really believe through the power of restoring gut health, you help your hormones. Be specific: joint pain, IBS, digestive health, hormonal issues, anxiety, depression, skin issues, food allergies, emotional eating. Do that market research, get people on the phone. Even if you need to exchange a 14-day or a 7-day program and say, I'm looking for 5 people to do market research. In exchange, I'm giving you this program, which you can get these results. And use their own words. See if you can record the sessions on Zoom so that you can pull out the very copy that they're saying and use it on your website, in your About Me, in your social media. This is a niche statement. You will see, I help women over 40 achieve hormonal balance so they can have more energy, lose weight with ease, and get better sleep without giving up their favorite foods by using a holistic approach to balancing hormones. It's your elevator pitch. It's what you're going to say at the beginning of doing a video. It's what you're often going to say when you're doing a reel and introducing yourself. Nice, succinct, and to the point. So let's simplify visibility in 2025. Why is practice better for you? For your funnels, it's HIPAA compliant. You know that client Zooms, calendar, client notes, saves money because you're not in all these different platforms. So this is a lead magnet funnel. They come in through social media, email marketing, ads, or blog post. They opt in, they get to a thank you page. This is the best real estate on that thank you page. You can have a video, which I call the client magnet method, because you can do a video right there. You have their attention, they opted in, or you can do an upsell offer. You can have a video just like you see a video with Schedule With Me. And then later on the page, further down, you can say, if you would really like to jumpstart your health and wellness journey in X area, you can grab this offer or grab this program. That can be a low cost offer. We can talk about that. Oh, I spelled offer. Also, when you get that thank you page, they're also going to get an AR email delivery with the download, which could be a freebie, it could be a planner, it could be a workshop. And that triggers your indoctrination series. This is where they're getting to know you. It's anywhere from 3 to 5 emails. Sometimes people have longer emails, but I would say 3 to 5 is the average. And this is where you're introducing, which is why we say indoctrination. Introducing. It's also called a follow-up email series. You'll hear that as well. That's a very simple lead magnet funnel. Then we get to the funnel for a workshop. Again, they're coming in through social media. Maybe they see an Instagram reel, an Instagram post, or they see you on TikTok, and you're leading them to your evergreen workshop. This would be for an evergreen workshop. They come in through email marketing, ads, or blog posts. They opt in and they get workshop access. And you can, again, do an upsell offer. You can do workshop access, Schedule With Me, your calendar embedded right there. And then later on down the page, further down, you have an upsell offer. It's going to be the same thing, email delivery, workshop access. And you want to think of a workshop. Now, this is for free. If you were doing the workshop access for paid, again, your opt-in page would say that. But I want you to think of building trust. It's not that you can't have a paid workshop. We have a lot of coaches who do paid workshops, like $17, $47, or $97 if they come with a program. But most of your people in the beginning just want to get to know you. So again, it prompts that AR delivery. That's an automatic responder. That's what it stands for. It gives you your workshop access. And then you're leading them through your indoctrination series to just book a call with you. Maybe that indoctrination series is leading to that upsell offer. But again, we want to build trust. It's almost like you want to think of email marketing as testing out a food with a child or a baby. You have to give them that food a lot. It's just in the same way you have to nurture those. The biggest mistake I made is I didn't know how to do automation. And I just left people with that first automatic responder email. I couldn't figure out how to get the additional ones. Don't make that mistake. If you say, I'm not going to go on this vacation, or I'm not going to go eat out to dinner, make the sacrifices and hire a virtual assistant to help you. This is a live webinar. So many of you do live webinars maybe once a month, or you're doing them to kick off your product launch. Even if this was an evergreen webinar, it would still have the same flow. They sign up for the webinar registration. They get you a thank you page with the registration details. They have your confirmation emails. Then to attend the live webinar, they have attendee number one, which would be your reminder, maybe 24 hours before. Your second reminder, maybe 1 hour before. And your third reminder could be, we are live now or live in 15 minutes. They're going to have that live webinar and you're going to kick off your program launch, or setting up with a discovery call, which still is, of course, your program offer. They're going to get a replay. Now, I would say on average, 5 to 6 emails for the replay. Right now, I have shown 3, but the average is 5 to 6. During this, you're going over client testimonials or client case study, benefits of the program, who's this for, who's this not, results that they're going to get, and that's all in the replay. Of course, you did an amazing job on the actual webinar, so leading them to that replay is going to be a no-brainer for them to sign up. So what it takes to position yourself in 2025. Freebies are important. I know we don't want to have freebie seekers. You can always have a low-cost offer, especially if you're running ads. You can have that low-cost offer, pay for your ads. But in the beginning, and as we nurture people, they need to sometimes see a lot of freebies. That can be a planner, could be a PDF, that could be like a month of recipes or 7 days of suggested meals, be a webinar, training, or workshop. And then what I love doing, which is called the client magnet method, which is to have that freebie on the front page or that workshop on the front page. Opt in, they get that workshop, they get that freebie. Another call to action could be to join your free group, but they have that combination. So they're really getting to know you. Even if you just do a 5-minute little mini masterclass training, like why is this freebie helpful? Who are you? How you can help? What it's like to work with you, so that they are getting to know you. Positioning for list building. Storytelling is everything. One of the things I have my clients do is a hero journey for their storytelling. This talks about even from birth, like what you wish your mom would have known. Many of you are in business for your own health issues. You're teaching your clients based on your own health journey. So you want to think like, what were the times that brought you to your knees and what did you learn? Where did you go to school and how did that affect your method or your process for helping people? So you want to think in your storytelling, what was life like? What happened? What did you learn? And who do you teach now? And how do you teach them? So storytelling in reels, videos, lives, stories, podcasts, sharing personal blogs, DM conversation. Get people into the DM. Give a call to action like DM me gut health plan to get my gut health plan. When they DM, if you're not using something like ManyChat for DM conversations and for list building, get them into organic storytelling. Like, tell me about your health goals. I know you want to sign up for my gut health plan, but I would really like to know where you struggled, because this is where I struggled. And this is what my clients, experience after working with me. Building trust. As I said, we're in a trust recession. So the more that you're building trust, it's almost like you want to think of social media DM conversations like meeting a person at your first date to marriage. They see you across a room, they come up to you, say you're at like a bar, and they're like, hey, I want to get to know you. I noticed you from across the room. That's where they're noticing you on social media. And that nurturing sequence to taking them to marriage, which would be buying from you, is really a divine relationship. I don't want you to think about numbers on your social media. I want you to think about actual people. So even if 2 people comment, that's 2 people that you could change their lives. Email nurture sequences, follow up when they opt in through list builder. Extremely important to accentuate this, you can do videos in each of those emails, embed the video so they don't leave the email. Free discovery calls, getting people on the phone. I'm not sure when I see business thought leaders who are in this industry say you can do this without discovery calls. They're doing evergreen funnels, they're doing evergreen webinars, but I still think to this day it's the best way to do market research. And remember, people don't buy the product, they invest in the person behind the product. Email newsletters. Whenever I talk to people, I say to them, are you nurturing your list? And this is one area where we fall short in. So consistent weekly emails, these are very important. Types of content, personal stories, events, workshop, free gifts to your audience. I love giving a freebie to my audience, whether you have them sign up or you just include that in a gift. Client stories and case studies, recipes, walking them through your program via video, podcast interviews, blogs, giveaways. Storytelling and problem solving through social media. I did a before and after of what I was like when I was deep in autoimmune health. I'm going to be 50 in 2 weeks. So you can tell from what I look like at 41, I was deep in autoimmune. This next one is about talking about my habits. It's oil pulling. The next one I did a throwback to when I was reading like The Yeast Connection, which was the beginning of my candida journey. Many other journeys after that, parasitic infections, heavy metals, all that stuff that we talk about, Epstein-Barr. I had so many different topics of this, and they all related to me specializing in gut health. Videos to build like, know, and trust factor. This got 22,000 views. I didn't even have a great call to action on this, but I got people from this video to my actual business. And that's what we really want to do, especially if you're great at training, especially if you're great at speaking. Think about YouTube. It's not that you should be in every platform. You really want to nail down one platform at a time. But if you love those training videos, go to YouTube. You're going to find that you're going to attract your ideal client. They're going to get to know you and start thinking again, not as those views, like, why is this not picking up, but as people. Each view is a person. So let's dive into structuring and pricing. Bring up the calculator on your phone. One thing I always say, and this is something Brendan Bouchard teaches to his High Impact Academy, is we need to know our hourly coaching rate. This will help you with speaking gigs, pricing your products, pricing your coaching programs, upsell opportunities to high ticket. One thing that I teach, and Brendan Bouchard teaches this as well, I just did this innately because I signed up with one of his high impact coaching business people. And she said to me, well, we can do this first session, but if you want to, after this first session, apply it to my 3-month package, I can just apply that money. And I was like, wow, that was a great strategy. And it's what he teaches. Upsell and downsell opportunities from group coaching. It's great to have group coaching. Have that extra option. Want to sign up for 60 minutes with me? Give people that hybrid experience with you. VIP days, 3 to 4 hour intensives. I used to love to do this with people where I would go market shopping with them, give them a program, and of course, clean out their pantry. It was something so fun, but it was also life-changing for that client. So hourly coaching rates, I would say for new coaches on average, we see 100 to 150 an hour. I see 75 sometimes, but I always say get to the 97 rate. For seasoned coach, I see 200 to 350 an hour plus. This depends on coaching certifications, mindset, years of experience. So pricing your offers. For a new coach, I see single session. We see a 3-month between $9.99 to $13.50 total. That's $333 a month to $450 a month. So always think about your pricing in terms of 3 months, 6 months. Many of you, of course, do testing, so labs and additional supports. It's Boxer. You'll be increasing that pricing. Seasoned coach, 200 to 350. 3-month program would be $1,791 to $2,700. So it'd be at $597 per month to $900 per month. And a 6-month, of course, your labs and additional support, Voxer. Many of you do introductory lab sessions. So think about that. I know many of coaches who are 2 sessions with them for close to $3,000, $2,000 to $3,000, depending on the labs. So how to package and what to include in your one-on-one. New coach, I would say for a 14-day program, we're seeing 97 to 147. For a 30-day program, 3 months, which would be $333 a month. That means that you're literally charging for most often those 2 sessions per month. Maybe you do a session each week, but I would say for those, price a little higher. This, of course, have your marketing, have your marketing, all of your marketing assets in play. Make sure that you're pre-marketing at least 2 weeks before you open cart with a lot of storytelling, pain points that your clients experience. And again, we go back to those free discovery calls where you're getting all of that market research. The pain points and exactly how they're talking about it. One thing I always say to coaches who are midlife coaches, does your client even know what perimenopause and menopause is? Or did they just know that they're feeling off, feeling tired, brain fog, weight gain, sluggishness? Start to really use those calls as ways to get into your client's head. Seasoned coach, as you can see, 197 to 247, 30 days, 397 to 447. If you're doing hybrid, this may be more money because you're including those one-on-one sessions. And it boils down to what's included, but it also boils down to how much you believe with the confidence that you have to sell. And remember, you don't need to do that bro marketing. That doesn't work anymore. Those if you buy right now, you've got to buy, you've got only this amount of time left. Really go into the feminine flow of selling and really speak from that. What are their pain points? How is this program going to help them? And how can it benefit them in the long run? So this is a 60K example, 597 a month with 5 clients, coaching program 2 times a year. It's a 3-month 1K program at 10 people, totaling 20,000, and low cost master classes. Nothing sells itself. You have to sell. You have to be constantly in your stories. I wouldn't say have a buy now button all the time, but you want to be setting the stage for somebody to say, you're really speaking to my problems. It's almost like you're in my head. We keep these really simple. One-on-one, 597 with 8 clients a month. Coaching 2 times a year at a 2K program at 10 people, totaling 40,000. Low cost master classes at 101,000. So that is ending our, let me just take that off, is ending our screen share for the time I wanted to come up. And yes, I am quoting in US. Somebody's asking that. I can see the questions. I wanted to come here for any questions that you may have.
Hi, yes. So sorry, I had a little technical issue here, but
it's okay, Emma. I hope I went through. There was a lot to cover, but I hope I went through with enough time.
Yes, you did an amazing job. I absolutely loved listening to everything. But yeah, we did have a lot of questions from the chat. People are really engaged. So we have a question here from Katya, and it says, why are we in / what caused the quote trust recession?
I feel that we have a trust recession because we've had so much marketing. As you see, we have so many people that know if they sign up for a freebie, they're going to get marketed to. We have so many people that did what I call that bro marketing and made people feel jaded. And
Mhm.
so we really need to take back that trust. And it takes a little more. Takes a little more showing up on social media. May take doing a webinar a month to build that trust. It may be doing live Q&As in a Facebook group or live Q&As on Zoom. But I really think we have to build that trust so people remember us. They're like, this is the person who is going to take me on this path.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that answer. We have another one here from Diana. How do we get people to sign up for our newsletter? I post constantly. I have a lead magnet, but struggle to grow my list and followers.
Are you asking for people to come to your lead magnet? Does that lead magnet solve a distinct problem, or are you just hoping that people land on your website? I would start to think about number one, what is the benefit of being on your newsletter list? Make sure that that freebie is a problem solver for your actual clients, and start testing it, or start saying in stories, hey, sign up for my freebie. This is the benefit of signing up for this free gift, and you're going to get newsletters from me. The newsletters often cover these topics. They're great for women struggling with X issue, or they're great for people just like us. Bring them into, again, that trust where you're really explaining to that person, we're in this together. I'm here to coach and support you. I would also feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. You can always send me your lead magnet and send me your social media. I'm happy to make any suggestions.
That's so lovely of you to offer that, Rachel. Thank you so much for your response to that question. We have another question here from Hamad. They are asking how to conduct discovery calls if you have a list of people from past webinars.
You mean how to do discovery? Well, I would say number one, I would reach out. So you have a people from your past webinar. I would reach out and say something to the effect of, it was amazing having you on X webinar where we touched on the following topics. I am offering a free chat to talk about, and list the problems, like to talk about these problems. My clients most experience these problems, and I wanted to see if we are a good match for each other to work together. I would have something else maybe in the body of that email, a personal experience or a client testimonial or a case study that you can reference to that helps them get to know you. You may even want to do a video in there that talks about what is the benefit of a strategy session. And remember, these strategy sessions, you're coaching a little, but you're really talking about the benefit to work with you. It's to see if you're a good match. So position that email in maybe a nurture sequence where you give them, before you send the first email, you're giving them a little nurturing, like, hey, it would be wonderful if you would check out this client case study. This is what I worked with, or here's a blog, or here's a freebie. Give them some nurturing first, then lead to the discovery call in a PS. Make the second email a hard lead to the discovery call, talking about the benefits of working with you.
That's awesome. And I can see a lot of people really appreciated that insight in the chat there. With that being said, we have dropped Rachel's link to all of her amazing programs in our ticker below. So if you wanted to check out what she has to offer, please feel free to click the link and check out her amazing done for you programs and her website in general. We have another question here from Dan. Can a quiz be your primary lead magnet?
Oh, I love quizzes. I feel quizzes are great. That's such a great question, Dan. Quizzes get people engaged. You just want to make sure that on the way that they're adding up their quiz results makes sense for them to take that next step with you. So don't make it complicated. You can, of course, there are a lot of quiz platforms that you can use, and they take you to different options for your quiz. But I think people really love taking a quiz and finding out the results. You can also do on that results page a video talking about the results and what steps to take next.
Absolutely. I remember back in the day, I always wanted to do those BuzzFeed quizzes. What kind of pizza am I? Another question for you from Colleen. Is it easy to deliver a webinar on PB start to finish, including booking, payment, delivery, and recording?
I mean, I have never done that on PB. I would say that would be a great question for your PB moderators. But
I
one thing, yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely answer that. Yeah, you can definitely host webinars on PV. You're able to get clients to either participate in a program where you can run weekly sessions like webinars. You can include recorded webinars and things like packages that you can sell to your clients and things like that. But yeah, Rachel, if you had anything else to add to that.
I think doing a webinar a month for us being in 2025 is really a smart thing. So I would say if you're scared of doing video, get a PowerPoint, practice it on Zoom, and then just start. Often a lot of business owners in the health space will say, I'm not ready for this. And we spend a lot of time in different tech platforms. That's why I say stay and practice better, do your work, and just get going.
Absolutely. That sort of leads into one of the next questions we have, which was how should I structure my webinar? If I want to do it monthly, should I include my core offer in it?
I love including your core offer. I think that is a great idea. What you can always have is you do your information and think for your monthly, think of what your core offer is and the different pillars within your core offer, and then go and create topics around that. You can have a slide in there like, my clients love this program because, and put client testimonials. You can also have a slide like, who is this program for and who's this not? Can lead them to directly. Somebody, I saw a question, what was EB and late B? Could lead them to your EB price, which is early bird price, or early bird price for your program, or lead them to a discovery call where you sell your program, depending on the price. I would say most often copywriters say for anything over 2,000, lead them to an application call or a strategy call. Great to lead them to an application because they're answering those questions before you get on the call. So you're already seeing if they're a good fit for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That was so insightful. Got room for maybe two more questions, so I'll just get to those quickly. Thank you for the great information. From Mary, question: how do you feel about FB, Facebook, Meta, and their constantly changing algorithms? What other platform would you suggest?
Oh boy. So that also puts Instagram also in there. I would say algorithms are always going to change. It's why we really need to have great graphics, things that stop the scroll, great reels. I would say if you want to, I mean, everything has their algorithm. Even YouTube is going to have an algorithm. So I would say show up, be consistent, test to see what platform really suits for you. But most importantly, ask your people where they're hanging out, because you don't want to spend a lot of time on a platform that's not being fruitful to you.
Absolutely. That is amazing advice. Just keep posting. And, I've seen people just post and then they'll get one viral video and then that's it.
Yep.
Start of something amazing. Okay, we'll have one more quick question, which I think is a great way to close off from Diana. What would be the three things you would do in 2025 as a new health coach?
As a new health coach, I know some coaches say don't have a website, but I've never hired anyone without a website. I feel like those websites, unless you're doing very fancy funnels, you need to have a website. So I would say work on that. One, define your niche.
Yeah.
To have the copy on your website to be super clear so it leads them to the path of working with you. Focus on your website and get that first funnel, the list builder put together with a nurture sequence. I think those are the really important areas. Then from that falls showing up on social media, being consistent. And I would say that's a really great place to end this discussion, is being consistent. If you're going to post only 3 times a week, continue to do that, because you want to be at the top of somebody's head, of their thoughts. And if we're not posting consistently, they're not going to see us.
Absolutely. Well, on that note, we are just about to end this session. But Rachel, thank you so much for coming. That was so
Thank you,
amazing.
Emma.
I can see from the chat, everybody got so much out of this. Just a quick reminder, we will be back at 2 after a short 15-minute break. And please check out Rachel's website if you want to connect with her and learn more. Thank you so much, Rachel. That was amazing.
Thank you, guys. Practice Better Family. You're amazing.
Thank you so much. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And we really appreciate you joining us today.
Bye, Emma.
Bye.